bull riding versus Jallikattu bull taming, barrel racing versus buffalo surfing, cowboy poker versus Manju Virattu, aka letting a bull stampede through a crowd of thousands of people. We're about to compare American rodeo to Indian bull and buffalo based madness, and I promise you, your jaw is gonna hit the dirt. And yes, my Midwestern corn-fed is about to mispronounce the hell out of a lot of Hindi, Punjabi, and Tamil words, so be warned. I live in Texas, and me and my sons absolutely love the rodeo, especially bull riding events. My son's birthday wish is always to see the PBR. Look, bull riding is intense, but it's got safety gear, barriers, and lawyers dreaming of personal injury lawsuits. Manju Virattu is an event that's absolutely crazy. Basically, a bull is let go and it sprints through a crowd of thousands of people. Just watch people getting plowed over like it's nothing. It's like a 2,000-pound bowling ball flying through human pins. The goal of this event is to show off your bravery by getting as close to the bull as you can and dodging it, or by plucking off money or prizes from the bull's horns. In 2018, 14 people got deleted forever playing this game, and it's not even the main event. Jallikattu, or bull taming, is the star of the show. It is incredibly popular in the state of Tamil. Jallikattu is like American bull riding mixed with bulldogging, minus all safety precautions. There's no saddle, no shoes, no chaps. Just a bull and 100 dudes with an insane dream. You win by grabbing the bull by the hump and holding on for at least 7 seconds. Kind of like American bull riding, where you have to stay on the bull for at least 8 seconds without getting fucked off, and your free hand not touching the bull. Except in Jallikattu, your protective gear is a t-shirt. Jallikattu's lack of boots, chaps, or a protective vest is absolutely crazy to me. Bull tamers are the only guys who can walk up to a bull riding cowboy and say, "Did your mom make you wear boots?" Just watch the sheer insanity that is Jallikattu. No one gives a flying about safety whatsoever. Obviously, like American rodeo, there's levels to the Jallikattu organizations. Some are incredibly professional with protection for the audience, where other, in the small villages, it's straight up just letting a bull loose and seeing what happens. American bull riders have absolute balls of steel, and I have so much respect for them, but even real cowboys take basic safety precautions, like rounding the tips of the bull's horns. In Jallikattu, they sharpen the bull's horns and sometimes tie gold and prizes to them. Nothing says, "Please impale me," like reaching for a gold coin while you're holding on to the hump of what is basically a spinning blender with legs. Hopefully by now you figured out that Jallikattu is really, really dangerous, even when you compare it to American-style bull riding, which is the most dangerous sport in the United States. We're 3 months into 2025, and Jallikattu has racked up 7 forever dirt naps and 400 plus injuries, and that's considered a safe year. In 2017, 23 forever dirt naps and 2,500 injuries. For comparison, American bull riding averages 1 permanent night-night per year. You think kids mutton busting's cowboy? How about a little girl cheering in the bull pit and a random dude just running around with a goat? What the actual is happening? Seriously, someone from Tamil in the comments, please explain this to me. Look, I'm not some helicopter parent. I'm very pro redneck behavior, but this is crazy. Can you imagine if PBR just let kids run around in the arena while they were doing bull riding? I mean, my son would absolutely love that, but Jesus Christ. Speaking of Jesus, Jallikattu is literally older than Christianity. Archaeologists believe Jallikattu started about 2,500 years ago in the Tamil Classic period. Since the dawn of time, men have done dumb shit to get the attention of buckle bunnies. Compare that to American-style bull riding, which started in the 1800s, first for bragging rights, and then early rodeos really kicked off in the late 1880s and early 1900s. But it wasn't until 1992 when 20 elite bull riders, frustrated with how the rodeo was treating them, broke off to form PBR. It may seem like we worship cowboys here in Texas, but Jallikattu actually has a religious component. Jallikattu events happen during the Hindu Pongal harvest festival, and day 3 of Pongal is dedicated specifically to cattle worship. Bulls are bathed, decorated with garlands, and worshiped before and after the event. This is a good time for me to explain why the cows are being worshipped. In the Hindu faith, cows are considered holy for a few reasons. The cow is gentle, gives without taking, and represents life and sustenance almost like a second mother. Several Hindu gods are linked to cows. Krishna was a cow herder who loved his cows and played his flute for them. Shiva rides Nandi, a sacred bull who guards his temple. Kamarimhunu is a mythical wish-fulfilling cow and mother of all cows. The Jallikattu season runs from January 15th to 20th, with smaller local village events leading up to the Angler Jallikattu, basically the Super Bowl for Jallikattu, where over 100,000 spectators will come to see 600 of the most famous bulls go head-to-head with 1,000 of the most talented bull tamers over about a 10-hour event. For context, the 2024 PBR World Championship Finals had 25 riders and approximately 44 bulls and 46,000 vans for the 3-hour-long event. Let's talk prizes. The original prize of Jallikattu was a wife. I am not kidding. Basically, young bull tamers would participate in Jallikattu to prove their strength, bravery, and vitality. Unmarried women and their families would watch the event to choose a suitor based on how skillfully he could tame a bull. Bulls were seen as powerful, sacred, and wild, so a man who could tame one was showing he could protect and provide, and basically flex his husband material in front of the whole village. We know about this from Tamil classics like the Kafalagagagi and the Akanana Nunu. I apologize for the pronunciation of that, where they describe where tamers win bulls and a bride. In some stories, the bride herself sets the condition: tame that bull and I'll marry you. It actually blows my mind that Netflix hasn't created a reality TV series called Tame That Bull and I'll Marry You. Times have changed over the last 2,500 years, and the prizes are no longer wives. At a small village festival, tamers could win a motorcycle, gold coins, or a home appliance. And most importantly, honor. You become a local hero. So much so, winning has been used to launch political careers. And most importantly, you attract a lot of Manju Virattu Mlanals, lightning girls of the bull chase. Ooh, I like Lightning Girls of the Bull Chase. It has a nice ring to it. That would be a great name for a country song.
Lightning Girls of the Bull Chase.
It's not just the bull tamers that win prizes, but also the bull owners. Champion bulls who can't be ridden will win trophies, cash, and stud promotion. The bull itself will become incredibly valuable for breeding. And in some villages, you may even win land. Last, but definitely not least, the bull itself wins prizes. It'll be massaged, bathed, and anointed with turmeric and sandalwood. The bull will be fed special pongal, sweet rice, and gets to become a literal stud. What a life. At the Angler Jallikattu, the grand prize for the tamer is a car, and the grand prize for the bull owner is a tractor. For context, the grand prize winner at the PBR gets $1 million, so the prize money in PBR is much higher. At the small local rodeos, the prize money could be $2,000 to $5,000 for winning. For bull owners at events like the PBR World Final, it's been reported you get about $2,000 per qualified ride. But the real money for bull owners is the stud fees, where a pretty good bucking bull can earn anywhere between $100 to $2,000 per load. Where famous champions like Bushwhacker can earn $5,000 to $6,000 per load, where you and me, our loads are worth negative money. American bull riding bulls are larger and stronger, weighing in about 1,500 to 2,000 pounds, where the Indian hump bulls are smaller, usually weighing between 800 and 1,500 pounds, but they're faster and more agile. Basically, if either one of these plows into you, it's gonna feel bad. Fun fact, hot branding is illegal in many Indian states because it's considered cruel to cows. So instead of brands in India, ranchers write their phone numbers on the cows. Unsurprisingly, the Indian federal government has tried to ban bull taming since multiple people lose all their HP every year. Cultural context though, Tamil is kind of like the Texas of India. They're culturally really different from the rest of the country and have a very independent streak. And like Texas, they really, really hate being told what to do. When the feds banned bull taming in Tamil, it went over about as well as AOC banning barbecue and pew-pews in Texas would. Tamils who love bull taming raged hard, staging the largest protest in the history of the state. The backlash was so intense, the sport was re-legalized. The moral of the story, no matter how hard the elite politicians try, country boys are never gonna stop with bulls. One event we definitely need to import from India is buffalo surfing because it's just plain sick. I've never seen anything like this in American rodeo. Just dope. How buffalo surfing works is you need a flooded paddy field or really wet, muddy track. You yoke two bulls together and then you attach a plank or a sled to ride on, sometimes one-footed. This is seriously cool. Buffalo surfing isn't as much a formal competition as more a folk sport, and it's more about vibes than winning or losing, kind of like surfing or skateboarding. There is not really an equivalent rodeo sport like buffalo surfing, but if you want to become the world's first trillionaire, if you can convince barrel racer girls to start buffalo surfing in bikinis, I think you could sell out the Astrodome. Now let's head up to Karnataka and check out Kambala. Kambala is a relatively new sport at only 1,000 years old. Kambala is basically buffalo drag racing, where an incredibly fast man holds onto a rope. And these Kambala jockeys are seriously quick. Shivras Gadwa ran 142 meters in 13.62 seconds, barefoot in ankle-deep mud while being dragged by two water buffaloes. For context, Usain Bolt's world record was 9.58 seconds for a 100-meter sprint. The viral math says that Gadwa's speed for 100 meters would have been 9.55 seconds, making him faster than Usain Bolt. And this was a huge deal in India. Gadwa's record-breaking Kambala time launched him to superstardom. The Indian Sports Authority even wanted Gadwa to consider a career change and to become an Olympic sprinter, but Gadwa refused, stating that, "People are comparing me to Usain Bolt. He is a world champion. I am only running in a slushy paddy field. Never in my dream did I think I would become so famous. The credit should go to my buffaloes. I could only achieve this because they cooperated with me." Gadwa seems like a dope, humble dude. Shout out to Gadwa, you're a real one. India has its own NASCAR called Bullock Racing, where two bulls are yoked to a simple cart. No shocks, no brakes, and definitely no seatbelt. Normally the races take place in large dirt fields, but sometimes these wild boys street race, with unsurprisingly dangerous results. Dude, these guys are serious competitors. Look at this crash. His friends don't even care. They just flip the cart back over and another guy jumps in. This is crazy. Bullock cart race is old as f***. Literally 4,000 years old. In America, when something's over 100 years old, we're like, wow. In India, they have sports that are 16 times older than the United States of America. Bullock carts are actually pretty fast, reaching speeds up to 31 miles per hour. So if you fall off, it's gonna suck balls. The Indian federal government also tried to ban bullock cart racing, which unsurprisingly was super unpopular. Politicians never learn, man. Just let country people do dangerous shit. You have opera, we have violent animals, and way too much time on our hands. If I got any of this wrong, I'm really sorry, and please make fun of my atrocious pronunciation. If you want more content like this, please like and subscribe. It really does help the algorithm promote me.